Ironhide, report to me at once.
Every time I look into a monitor, Prime, my circuits sizzle.
You know, with some of the comments I get on some of my videos, it's lucky that I have an Ironhide and I can take it. Get it? Get it? Ironhide. Get it? Oh, man, never have I missed that nondescript guy off camera. I hope he comes back. Oh, hello, my name is Fu Manchu. Stop staring at me. Anyways, hey, I've been a big fan of the Transformers ever since the cartoon first came out way back in like 1984? Jeez, I don't know, long time ago. But yeah, I've been buying those toys since they first come out, and I've watched the cartoon ever since it first debuted. Holy cow! And I'm a big fan of the Masterpiece Transformers line. Seriously, I love them, but I don't really have that many. I do have a lot, don't get me wrong, but I don't have that many, and I very rarely buy them when they're new. Usually the only ones that, in fact, I can't say this without a shadow of a doubt, is the only ones that I've ever bought new are the ones that I can find at Toys R Us. And right now, Starscream's supposed to be out at Toys R Us, and I still can't find them! Sheesh! I think the last one I bought at Toys R Us was Blue Streak. But yeah, I got Blue Streak when he was new, Prowl when he was new, I don't know, I never got like Dinobot when he was new. I wanted him, but he was expensive. Same with Optimus. Stuff like that. But anyways, I recently came across a Masterpiece figure that I didn't even know was coming out, or at least didn't know it was coming out this soon, and when I saw it, it is literally the first one that I've ever ordered, and it's literally a Takara one. Ah, man, and you know what? I've never gotten a Takara one except for, I don't know, you can't count those bootlegs that I have. I like them, but, you know, people say they're not as good. But, yep, I ordered one, and I couldn't believe it. So today's review will be on the very first Takara Transformers Masterpiece figure I have ever bought. So let's go see what it is, shall we? Today's review will be on the Transformers Masterpiece. Look at there, it's the punk rock hairstyled Ironhide himself, and I absolutely love it. It could be a robotic Mr. T, I don't know. But as you can see there, it's a Takara Tomy, or Takara Tomy, Nissan. It's got Transformers Masterpiece, it's so perfect, and look at down there. Now, when I ordered this, there was probably like one, maybe two reviews on YouTube, but ever since I got mine in the mail, now there's like thousands of reviews on YouTube. Even felzbug got this figure before me. Come on, felzbug, you could have let me have one review before you. Come on. No, that's alright, felzbug, I don't mind. But you know what? Yeah, I got this, and then all of a sudden everybody else started getting it too. So this is nothing new. You've seen this review through and through, and I can quote the doors all day. But you know what? Everywhere down here it says MP-27 Ironhide, Cybertron, what does it say? Cybertron Security. It should say Cybertronian Security, but oh well. And then it says Nissan Cherry Vanette. And I love how everybody in the reviews just says that like it's nothing. But I'm going to say this. What? Cherry Vanette? What? Okay, I've never heard of a Cherry Vanette. I didn't even know this was based on a real van. And you know what? Now I know. And everybody else just kind of throws that aside like, oh yeah, I know what a Cherry Vanette is. Well, obviously it's an Ironhide vehicle and a Ratchet vehicle. Even though that's an ambulance. But you know what? That's pretty cool indeed. So anyway, there's the front of the box. You've seen this probably if you watched reviews before. You probably saw felzbug's review already, which is going to be way better than mine. But anyways, I'm so happy to have this. Now, one of the things that I'm sure everybody showed off in the reviews is the size difference for this box compared to other Masterpiece boxes. Well, when we compare it to Wheeljack's box, even though it's a KO box, look at there. Look how much bigger the Ironhide one is. Now, it doesn't look that much bigger comparatively here, but yeah, you can really feel a difference when you're holding it because it's way wider. It doesn't look that much wider, but it is, and it's way taller. And that's pretty cool indeed. So anyway, there's the front of the box. Let's look at the back of the box, shall we? So, here's the back of the box, and as you can see, it's got the same logo there, the Ironhide Cybertron Security. It's got a bunch of little bio there about the character, I'm assuming. And then down here, it's got, like, how he can fit in Prime's trailer. It's got how big he is compared to Bumblebee and Optimus, which he looks huge! Holy cow! He's got two faces there. That's pretty cool indeed. He's got that little trailer thing that he kind of transformed into in G1. That's kind of neat. And then over here you can see how you can put his different weapons on him, and that's cool. He's got different hands, and he's got a little gun hand and stuff, and that's pretty cool too. There's his little radar thing, that's pretty neat. And then there's all the stuff he comes with. Now that is awesome. This figure's got like tons of stuff, and I think that is so cool. Not to mention his, sheer size. And that's pretty cool indeed. Hey, there's one of those cherry vignettes I heard all about. That's pretty cool too. Anyway, there's the back of the package. So let's look at the front of the package, shall we? I guess before we do, let's look at the side of the box. Now, on one side, you've got a side view of the little van. And on the other side, you've got a really cool picture of Ironhide showing his allegiance during World War II. Check it out. Oh, man, he's a double Nazi. Oh, man. No, he's pretty awesome. I think he's going, fangirls, please. Stay back, fangirls. That's pretty cool indeed. Now, anyone who's collected G1 Transformers from the very beginning will tell you that it has taken years, decades, years, just forever, for a perfect Ironhide figure to come out. And when I saw this, I had to have it. Now, I've never seen a better Ironhide, because they've made a bunch of, knockoffs and stuff, and, I don't know, whatever you want to call them, what is it, second... whatever they're called, the ones that make Transformers that aren't really licensed Transformers. They've made some pretty good-looking Ironhide ones before, but this one just looks amazing, and I cannot believe that a masterpiece version of Ironhide exists, and he looks so amazing. So I say we waste no more time, and I say we open it! Now, here's the figure's tray pulled straight out of the box. And this thing is thick, man. I thought it was 2 trays put together, but nope, it looks like it's just one. And that is so cool, man. It looks so good. Look at all the stuff it comes with. Holy cow, man, that's awesome. Now, underneath this tray, he also came with his little instruction book there. So let's pull him out of the tray, shall we? Whoa, wait a minute. Look, it is 2 trays. It's just on the other side where the van was, I didn't notice. It looked like the van was the bottom of the tray, but nope. There's a half tray. You can see the little line right there. And check that out, man. It's got a bunch of stuff underneath there. So let's separate the trays and see what's inside. Now, I'm probably not going to pull all this stuff out and put it together, because like I said, there's thousands of reviews of this guy already. I'm late to the game. But I will be transforming him and showing off the robot, of course. But here's what's in the top tray. You can see he's got 2 guns that almost look identical there. In fact, they do look identical. He's got his little shoulder-mounted gun. He's got that weird little battle platform thing, another gun, and the cool van, which is Ironhide himself. Then over here we've got the little radar dish, his extra yelling mouth, or talking mouth, I should say, his fingers with the little gun holes on the tips of them, or whatever those are, his little jetpack. He's got some nozzle things for his wrists, he's got some more nozzle things for his wrists, and he's got jetpack fire that would make Boba Fett happy, and that is pretty cool indeed. So let's pull the van out and look at Ironhide, shall we? So, here's Ironhide, fresh out of the package and still in van mode, and I'm already happy and impressed. This figure is awesome! I mean, seriously, it doesn't get much more cartoon accurate than that. That looks so good. And then, as I pull it out, the first thing I notice is right through the little windshield there's like a sculpted face. And if you know anything about the G1 toy... that looked nothing like Ironhide from the cartoon, I might add. He actually had a sticker of a face that looked just like that. Check that out. I cannot believe that this masterpiece figure actually incorporated that sticker face into their toy. And honestly, that alone has made me so happy. That is so cool. I don't even have to transform this guy to know that I already like it. I love it. Now, before we look at him in van mode, let's look over here in the instruction sheets and see what he came with, shall we? Now, not only did he come with his instructions, he came with this little pamphlet thing here with a code on it, so if you know what the code's good for, use it, I don't care. And then over here he also came with his cool card, and that is awesome indeed. It's got the new artwork, and then on the back of the card, it has the toy in action, in car mode, and then his stats, and that is so cool indeed. Now, he also came with this little cardboard insert here of a Triceratops skeleton, for when they found the Dinobots inside the cave near their Autobot base. And that is so cool. You can actually put that through his windshield, and it'll look awesome! And that is so cool indeed. So, back to Ironhide. He looks amazing. He's got the yellow stripe down the side. He's got the Autobot symbol actually painted onto him. That is so cool. He's got chrome bumper and lights and chrome hubcaps and stuff. It looks like he's got a sunroof or something up there, the way the roof is painted. Very cool indeed. Now let's look at him from behind, shall we? So here's Ironhide from behind, and as you can see, I guarantee you Repro Labels will make a little license plate to go right there. He's got a little tailpipe. That's awesome. They did such a good job. He's got a windshield wiper, and I absolutely love it. And, you know, one of the complaints that I've always had about these Masterpiece figures is they don't make the windshields and stuff like black so that you can't see through them and you can see like the inner workings and robot bits and stuff like that. But I think it's so cool that they keep the color scheme from the cartoon. So don't get me wrong, I don't want them to do it to where you can't see it through them or whatever. I just wonder why they don't. And it's so cool that they keep the cartoon color scheme. That makes me very happy indeed. Now, I'm sure there's a few of you out there that are wondering what he looks like underneath there, and as you can see, you can kind of see his robot legs, and not much else, and that is pretty good indeed. Okay, I've wasted enough time. I say we transform him! Instructions, and oh boy did that take a while. I now have a finished, transformed Ironhide, and I have to say, I am very happy with this figure indeed. Now, before we show off the figure in robot mode, which you've already seen anyways, check out the instructions. On this side, it's got a lot of neat photos of it and stuff, and bios and everything, his stats, you name it. Over here, it's got little pictures from the cartoon, and it shows when he used the things that he came with, and that's so awesome. I love that they do that. I love that they show little photos from the cartoon, or drawings from the cartoon, I should say, and that is cool. There he is with the Triceratops skeleton in his windshield there. That's very cool indeed. That is too cool. Now, let's look at the toy, shall we? Now, here's Ironhide full-on in robot mode, and I have to say he looks amazing. Now, I can't say that I've transformed this guy 100% perfect. If it looks like I messed him up a little bit, hey, sorry, I tried. I did my best. But you know what? I like what I see, and he looks amazing. Not only does he look awesome in robot mode, you can see here that the van completely falls, like, hidden inside of his body, and that is so cool. You can make out windshields here and there and wheels, a couple wheels there on his butt. But hey, look, he could just have some designer jeans or something like that. Maybe that's what those are. And you know what? He looks amazing. Now, I do know that Captain Jackson would be very jealous of all these screw holes in his back, because I think he rivaled Captain Jackson for screw holes. But you know what? Hey, doesn't matter, because you don't see him unless you're displaying him with his face against the wall like he did something bad. So here's Ironhide giving me that condescending glare that he probably gave a lot of Autobots and griping about something, I'm sure. This looks amazing, and I know I set myself up to not be happy because, like I said, I paid full price for this figure and didn't wait and get a KO or anything like that. But you know what? I'm 100% happy. This thing is amazing, and I haven't even looked at all his little doodads he came with. Holy cow, man, this is awesome. He looks so cool indeed. Now, since G1, we've never gotten a really, really good screen-accurate Ironhide, and I think this really does fill that gap. He looks amazing, and seriously, I can't imagine it getting much better than this. So I say we waste no more time, and I say we look at him up close, what do you say? So, here we go with a super duper close-up look, and look at that Autobot symbol painted on there perfectly. That is amazing. It's got little windshield wipers there. That is so cool indeed. You can see that face goes away inside the windshield, like it's transformed away. And then up here you'll see his normal face. Oh, he looks so good. That's Ironhide. Oh man, I love it. And I got a pretty good one. No blemishes or anything, and I think I'm very happy with him. Really good blue eyes and everything. And like I said, he even came with another head. And that's pretty cool too. It's one of those things where you kind of don't expect stuff like that. You don't expect to get two heads with Ironhide, but that's pretty cool indeed. Check him out. And then down here, working our way down his arm, he actually has little articulated fingers. These four move all together. His thumb doesn't move at all, but his hand does open up so you can hold the gun, like most Masterpiece figures do. I don't know if all of them do. I can't remember if Bumblebee did or not. Very cool indeed. Working our way back up here. He's very cool. Back to his face. He looks amazing. So here's face number 1. And here's face number 2. And oh my god, was that easy to change. Oh man, Takara, however you say your name. Man, you've improved that so much. I mean, there are figures, Masterpiece figures that I have, mainly KOs, but that I've never changed their heads out. You can see I didn't pop it in all the way, but man, you just push on the back of his mohawk and this part just slides right off. Man, oh man, did they improve that. That is awesome. Here's Ironhide with a few of his G1 buddies, and that looks awesome. Now, I really got to get me a G1 colored Optimus, because the Year of the Horse Optimus doesn't really fit in with these G1 guys, but you know what? He still looks amazing. And look at the size difference of all of them. You've got the big Optimus, you've got the medium-sized Ironhide, and all the other guys. The little tiny Bumblebee. These are the G1 Transformers that we always thought we had as kids. And you know what? These are amazing. I love it. So, there's my review of the MP-27 Transformers Masterpiece, Ironhide. And you know what? If I broke down and bought this thing, right when it came out, you know it has to be awesome. And this makes me so happy to finally have an Ironhide figure that does the character justice. I mean, that is so cool indeed. And you know what? I think it was worth every penny. And man, oh man, I can't wait to see Ratchet when he comes out. So, until next time, tune in for more Foo Reviews. Oh, come here, felzbug. Come here. I need you. Check this out. You need to translate all those stats. I know you're good at it, so go ahead. Here, we'll take it over here and we'll do it over there, okay? Okay, translate it. Translate it, felzbug. Go!